William F. Buffalo Bill Cody created Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show on May 19, 1883, in Omaha, Nebraska. The wildly popular open-air exhibition shows highlighted Manifest Destiny, the cowboy mythology, as well as the life of indigenous Native Americans. Dramatizing the frontier experience with reenactments of famous battles, the Pony Express, and the end of the Native American way of life. A painful, night-after-night experience to recount the defeat and shame of conquest. Appealing to the largest guilt-ridden movie-going audience of the time, who were generally born between 1830 and 1870, the celebration of Manifest Destiny was a complete, historical whitewashing of the violent expansionism of the United States by way of starvation, genocide, and displacement of millions of Native Americans. Thomas Edison invited the national sensation Buffalo Bill Cody to his studios in 1894 and began one of the most famous short film series of the silent film era, such as this. Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show presents The Ghost Dance by the Lakota Native Americans was a unique, unfiltered look at an ancient culture's traditions and humanity, forever preserved by cinema. D.W. Griffith continued to develop his cinematic formula of propaganda and entertainment with his contribution to the Western in The Battle at Elderbush Gulch, 1913. One of the most duplicated storylines in cinema, Anglo settlers are terrorized by Native Americans referred to as savages, played by white actors in brown or red face paint, and cast for their particular ability to look menacing. Primal fears of white Christian settlers terrorized by a gang of native thugs grows until the cavalry, trumpets, uniforms, and superior firepower come to save the day. The cowboy vs. Indian, cop vs. robber, good vs. evil propaganda thrill ride was born. Although such settler attacks did occur, the reality of the United States' brutal genocide of Native Americans was far more atrocious than D.W. dare present. For example, silent-era westerns never addressed crimes against humanity such as exterminating the bison, the Native Americans' food supply, or the 1863 offering of non-military personnel $200 for each Dakota scalp. Even the U.S. Supreme Court declared in 1884 tax-paying Native Americans could not vote. But not all filmmakers painted their European actors or felt the need to recreate a false sense of reality to be entertaining. The founding father of the future studio system, Cecil B. DeMille, trailblazed a different kind of cinema, one steeped in the power of truth. DeMille has inspired filmmakers and performers for generations by challenging popular stereotypes in what was, for a long time, considered the first movie shot in Hollywood. The Squaw Man, 1914, DeMille chose an authentic approach by hiring a real Native American actress, Lillian Margaret St. Cyr, known publicly as Red Wing for his film. Playing the part of a Native American woman who saves her white man's life twice, bears his child, and faithfully stands by him to her death. Red Wing, along with her husband, James Young Deere, were the first Hollywood Native American power couple in the early story of cinema. While playing in every major city across America, most silent films followed the D.W. model of whitewashing and stereotyping. The cowboy mythology indoctrinated millions into believing a lie. It is the first time cinema will be weaponized, but far from the last in the story of American cinema.
White man's words are lies. It is better that our children not learn them.